All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Hot Seat Interview. I, of course, am your host, film critic Leo Brady for AMovieGuy.com. And today, my guest is somebody who is one of my favorite actors working today, somebody who is just phenomenal in pretty much everything that she does. Of course, everybody knows her from her films such as Phantom Thread or Bergman Island. We're here today to talk about her excellent new film, Went Up the Hill. This is actress Vicky Krieps. Vicky, thanks for being with me here today.
Thank you for this wonderful introduction.
Yeah. I start my interview series by asking the same question, and sometimes for some people it's been a little bit of a hard question to answer in recent guests, but it's for you. Can you think of what's the movie that you saw? What movie comes to mind that made you say, "Oh, I would like to be an actor someday"?
Yeah, I have two.
Okay.
So one, oh, I want to be part of these crazy people creating worlds, which was uh, La Belle et la Bête from Cocteau, the
Yeah.
old beast, the black and white Beauty and Beast. I want
Yes.
to be part of these people that make these worlds and be the hand in the wall,
Yeah.
but not the actress. And then I saw Breaking the Waves. And that struck me like the acting, and I couldn't understand as a teenager how's that supposed to be made up because it feels so real. And then I understood that acting is like its own universe.
Yeah. Well, and those are two really fascinating responses because both of them, I mean, especially Lars von Trier, it's like I think that's a different type of film. That's a different type of acting. It's kind of like I think what's great about the question when I ask it is that I get different responses and it kind of gives you an answer of what type of actor somebody wanted to be growing
Mhm.
up. I've had answers of like Jurassic Park and
Yeah,
and and that's like a totally different movie from Breaking the Waves. It's like
yeah,
it gives me sort of a little bit of an answer as to the type of actor that you are and have become. You take the material seriously and you want it to be really rich.
yeah. I guess if I would analyze myself, I want to tell a fairy tale and at the same time go to the bottom of the human nature. Like a scientist, I want to solve the riddle. Of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Well, and so you know, and this also may be a question, but do you watch yourself? Do you ever watch your own film?
I learned. I learned
Yeah.
it. Because I was one of those actors. I mean, like I think it's natural to not like yourself. Very
Yeah.
natural. Similar to everybody, when you hear your voice the first time, you just freak out. So
Yeah.
me, and then someone told me, yeah, there's these actors, famous ones, and they never see any movie. And then suddenly, I didn't like being that person because I thought of all the other people involved in making a movie. Because to make a movie is really not the actor; it's really like a group effort.
All
And
right.
I forced myself to sit to see everyone else's work. Do you see what I mean? Because it's not.
Yeah.
And so I trained at home, and I will always remember because it's so funny. I would put it on the computer and
Uh-huh.
have the computer play, like, let's say, in the living room. And I would go to the kitchen and always disappear behind the wall and come back out. Similar to a scary movie, actually.
Yeah.
That's how and then I got closer, closer, closer. And I trained myself to accept that I don't have to like myself, but I can still watch the movie.
Yeah. 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 It's that's interesting. You almost have to you do have to sort of separate yourself a little bit away from who you were, what
Yeah,
was done in that movie. That I love that.
simply what you think about yourself.
Right, right. I mean, I think that that's great, like internal work. I think that
Yeah,
that's something that more actors probably should view it
yeah.
from that point. Well, when we mentioned it, looking at your filmography, it may be a simplification, but like your career gets this massive boost and start when you deliver this amazing performance in Phantom Thread. From the outside, being a part of that film, working with PTA and Daniel Day-Lewis, it seemed like it was just, an absolute blast for your career, you know, a boost, but like what was it like for you making it? I mean, was there a bit of surprise as to how much attention came for you,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, yeah, I think during the making of the movie, I understood that we are all the greatest
Yeah.
already. You
Yeah.
are who you want to be,
Yeah.
no matter where you're from or what, you know what I mean? Because I was very tiny compared to them, and I was, very aware of it, of course.
Right.
Yet, just being myself gave me another kind of strength that made it possible for me to just work and not think about all of that. And then when the film came out, that's a whole different beast. That's the stuff you do, interviews and all that. And that's
Right.
something I didn't like so much. And I think I got a bit scared of. And I ditched my phone because of it. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't deal with, because you spend your life as an actor and everyone tells you, oh, forget it. And also, you're just someone and you're just one of so many and you're so replaceable. And
Right.
then someone flips a switch and everyone's like, oh no, but it's her, but it's you. And you're like, oh, but I thought I was replaceable. No, 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 it's you,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that type of like again, I think it would be natural for anybody for that type of attention, that type of sort of buzz to generate to almost make you repel a little bit and make you say to
Yeah,
yourself, like, I can't let this get to my head. I can't let this,
yeah,
be the reality because, but I will say, I mean, again, that film's amazing. It stood the test of time now. And it's like, I think you've proved you've proved, especially even with this film, Went Up the Hill, like I think you're proving day in and day out that it's just not this just one moment. Um, I think it's amazing too, looking at your filmography. I look at the list of directors that you've worked with: PTA, Barry Levinson, Mia Hansen-Love, M. Night Shyamalan, Jim Jarmusch coming up. I mean, like you've gained trust with these peers, even your peers, Viggo Mortensen and Matthew Amalric. Does working with these names fuel you for your acting in terms of is each experience with a different director something that you really almost like
yeah.
your education on set?
I mean, each human being is a planet. So
Yeah.
each director is, I don't know, a solar system probably, or like it's just
Yeah.
enter a whole different world. And I think no matter if they're famous or not, you know what I mean? I've also done the movie Love Me Tender with Anna, and Anna is on her second, this is her second feature, and it was the same. It wasn't different, than
Yeah.
working with someone very famous. I think working with, Barry Levinson or Paul or Vigo, the good surprise is to see that people on top are often very simple people. Jim Jarmusch being the king of all of the
Yes.
simple, humble human beings.
Yeah.
And it shows you that, what it's all about is really just trusting yourself and knowing what you want to do and what you want to tell.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and I want to talking about telling these stories. I mean, I want to talk about Went Up the Hill. I mean, your performance is so amazing, but can you talk about working with Dacre Montgomery? I mean, obviously, and I notice a trend for you too. I mean, you've been in plenty of movies now with like Bergman Island and Phantom Thread, where it's just two of you, where it's just this sort of isolated, almost tennis. It's like a game of tennis, really, where you're working with two other people. Can you talk about working with Docker? I mean, like both of
Yeah.
you put everything into this, clearly.
I think, Decker is really probably the heart of the film in the sense that he was on the movie first.
Yeah.
He was a big or is Bergman Island fan. And that was really nice to hear because he really, I don't know, he really respected my work as a cineast. And that was put a very different tone, It was not just like an actor being in a movie. He really wanted to find a language. And I, on the other hand, was like him in a way. I think we were very similar. And
Mhm.
I remember saying when they sent me the script that I would be interested, and but as a condition almost, I said, to me it has to be without scarf. There was a scarf in the beginning that was supposed to come on your face when we are the ghost. And I said to myself, it feels like a half exercise. Either we dare everything
Yeah.
or we don't. And I said,
Yeah.
we have to put everything. And if we fail, we fail, re-fail.
Right.
Imagine if it doesn't work, that's the biggest failure, because then you have two actors being super emotional about something and you don't know what it is, and that would have been like the worst thing
Yeah.
to happen. But I think taking the risk and me being the one who's like, no, guys, let's push it a little further.
Yeah.
Also, what it needed for Deco to be like, okay, let's play. You know,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we are really actors who like to explore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it comes up and it comes out on the screen. The film is like so passionate, beautiful. There
yeah.
it, it's
That
terrifying.
was Samuel. Samuel van Grinsven, the
Yeah.
director, also his DOP. They were the ones who were so dedicated to the vision and also the visuals that came out so beautiful. I
Yeah.
am always the most respectful of that, because I can be very I don't seem like it, but I can be very impatient,
Yeah.
and um, many people can, I think, tell you that. And so we did a lot of different shots for it to
Yeah.
be beautiful, and
Yeah.
one a single and from the side, and then a two shot, and like one from the top and one from the bottom, and there
Yeah.
was a scene that had to do with stones, and I said, I forgot it, but Deco reminded me, and he came to me nowadays, and he kept saying it to me. And I looked up and I said, "What is this? A commercial for rocks?" Because I was so annoyed that we kept taking another shot, of my hand,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
feet, the ah. And then when I saw the film, I felt very bad, because it's really super beautiful, and I think that's what they were doing.
Yeah, well, and that's again, that's the beauty of cinema, right? It's that final product that everybody gets to see. Vicky Krieps, thank you so much for being with me here today. They're telling me to wrap. Uh, Went Up the Hill is playing in select theaters August 15th. Thank you so much for your time. Loved your performance, love your work, and we hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you. Have
Awesome.
a good day.
You, bye-bye.
Bye.